to be a good random on NBA 2K26. A lot of y'all need this video. I'm going to be breaking down a insane rec gameplay in the solo rec, y'all. I'm going to be going through exactly how to be a good random. So like this video, y'all. Share this video. Hype it up, man. I know a lot of y'all been wanting this. I will be breaking down my build very quickly because the #1 tip when it comes to being a good random, you guys, how to be a good random, the first and most important tip when it comes to being a good random is play your role. Play your role, y'all. Whatever your role is, man, when it comes to random rec, y'all, whatever your position is, man, you have a role to play. Okay, and for me, what I like to do, y'all, I'm not trying to be cocky, you know, or arrogant, but I feel like I'm one of the best scorers on 2K. I'm just one of the best people, you know, to play the game. I'm really nice at the game. Okay, so for me, one of my biggest strengths is my scoring. So when I hop into random rec, this is the build that I love to bring because it allows me to really be a star in my role as a score first wing, that type of play style. Okay, but if you want to be a good random, be honest with yourself. Okay, what are your strengths and weaknesses as a player? Not everybody is a great shooter or a slasher. You know, some people, they're not really score heavy. If that's not your strength, if you're more of a pass first player, or if you're more of a defender, more of a rebounding style player, y'all, bring a build that's able to play that role and understand your role, and you got to play within it. Like I said, I'm going to be breaking down this gameplay because a lot of people, they hate on this build, man. Oh, no defense, no pass act. You guys are going to see in this gameplay. Even though I play my role as the score first wing, and I'm going to break down how to do that, when game is on the line, y'all, in the clutch, I'm getting clutch defensive plays back to back on this build, y'all. I'm getting steals and blocks. Huge defense in the clutch, y'all. I still know how to pass the ball. You guys are going to see the gameplay, but the #1 tip, man, play your role. Understand who you are as a player, man. It's okay if you're not a scorer, you know, if you're more of a defender or whatever. It's okay to have a different type of play style, but understand what play style that you are and understand the role that you need to play. Because a lot of people, they come out here and they try to do too much. They come out here, that's why people start selling. A lot of people start crashing out, man. These randoms are crazy. But first, the verse of the video. This is Proverbs 29, a real gem. A fool uttereth all his mind, but a wise man keepeth it in till afterwards, man. That right there is a real gem. It says in the Bible, mightier is the man that can control his own tongue and his words, y'all. What we say, mightier is he that can control his own tongue than the man who can conquer many nations, y'all. I'm telling you, words are very powerful, man. A fool will speak everything on his mind and just blurt stuff out, but a wise man keeps it in until afterwards, man. Think about what you're going to say. Think about everything in life, man. Just think about how we can follow God and follow Jesus Christ in everything, man. The words that we speak, the actions we take, the way that we behave, y'all. Follow God always, and it all works out in the end. So we're hopping into a random rec gameplay. This is my favorite build. You guys are gonna see why I love to play the small forward position in random rec, because for me, I feel like it allows me to bring the most that I can to the team. You guys see I'm averaging an efficient 40 piece, you know what I'm saying? Some light, some slight. But I'm going to be breaking down a lot of this gameplay, man. You guys see what I'm working with as far as my teammates. They're definitely decent, all right? No scrubs. It shouldn't be anyway, all right? Just looking at their stats anyway. They look okay. They look decent. But I'm going to be going with sharp takeover as well. I feel like that's one of the best takeovers in random rec. For me, the way that I play, it just allows me to space the floor and spot up, man. Look at this, though. I'm running the floor off the rip. Now, the point guard, he did kind of force that pass, you know, but it all works out in the end. All right, he ended up missing that dunk right there, but right now, the first possession, y'all, I always say you want to give people grace. They kind of hold us right there 3 times in a row, but pay attention, y'all. See how I never gave up on the play. I know I missed that putback right there, but just the fact that I even went for the putback, that makes my teammates know, like, okay, this guy's aggressive. He really does average 40. And so the next play, they hit me for the wide open 3. A lot of this stuff, man, if you want to be a good random, y'all, space the floor, play defense, make the right play, y'all. Pay attention to how I really get my buckets this game, y'all. Look how I space the floor. Look how I'm kind of just chilling in the corner. All right, I'm letting people work out. If they're going to cut, I'm not going to cut. All right, I'm reading the floor. I'm trying to see and read my teammates, because what I love about this build, it allows me to fit into any system, all right? I have max shooting and max finishing. So certain teams with randoms, you know, I load up with 2 inside centers and a slasher, so the paint is super clogged. I'm like, okay, well, let me rely more on my shooting. But then there's other games I load up with, you know, a 7-4 stretch and 299 threes. I'm like, okay, I'm the only one with high dunking. Let me be the cutter, all right, stuff like that. So that's what I love about this build. But the number 2 most important thing when it comes to being a good random, y'all, is spacing the floor. Even if you're on a inside center, a build that can't shoot, you want to space the floor. You want to get to the corner. You want to get to the hash. You want to get to the wings, or you want to get to the top of the key, man. You want to go to wherever is open. It's really not hard to read a basketball court, y'all. Like, I don't know why a lot of you randoms struggle with it, but just look at the court. The spot on the court that nobody's at, that's where you need to run toward. And you can either run toward the corners or the wings or the top of the key. Like I said, y'all, it's really simple. Floor spacing is simple, man, but it's almost kind of like I don't know like the right way to put it, but it's like making your bed in the morning or something. It's like something simple, discipline that, like, if you do, it'll improve everything else in your game. Okay, so if you just space the floor, I promise you guys, you'll average 10, 15, 20 plus more points per game than you already do if you just know how to space the floor. And even if you're not a big shooter, like I sort of said earlier, you don't have to be, you know, a score first player like me. If you're a slasher or a playmaker or whatever, you still need to understand how to space the floor, how to get open, what lanes to run. All right, you still need to understand how to space the floor. And when you do space the floor and your teammates start hitting you, understand how to attack the closeout, because if you're wide open, you can just shoot. But if they're running at you, man, you can pump fake, you can one dribble pull up, you can get to the rim, you know, off of catch and shoot closeout, y'all. Basketball is not as hard as a lot of you randoms make it out to be. So really pay attention, y'all. You guys see, I'm letting my teammates work out, cook up. I only have 6 points so far, but I'm playing very efficient. I think I missed the little putback at the start, but other than that, man, I'm not really missing my shots. I'm spacing the floor, and look at stuff like this. I'm helping. I know I didn't really make an impact right there, but you guys saw how I dropped off the corner early. I'm rotating. I'm helping my teammates. I'm being a proactive, active defender. Tip number 3 when it comes to being a good random is you have to be a good defender. Look at these clips, y'all. Even on my build with no defense, you guys see I'm running a full court press. I'm getting up on the ball. I'm pinching. All right, I'm helping over. I'm trying to get the lane. You know, I'm trying to do as much as I can just to be a pest, just to be annoying on the defensive end. And we just got, you know, almost a shot clock violation. I only have 4 seconds left. You know, it doesn't matter your stats. Defense is about IQ. It's about effort. It's about willingness and understanding the game, knowing when to rotate. All that type of stuff, man, matters way more than your attributes. So if you are a defensive type player, you know, if you're on your lockdown or your center, that's even better. All right, you can be an elite defender. This build right here, as my small forward, it's not my role to be the elite defender in random rec. All right, I'm more of the score first wing. I'm getting these putbacks. I'm getting these open shots. I'm creating for our team that way, and I'm just good enough on defense. All right, so I'm not a liability on defense, but I'm not gonna be, you know, the main lockdown, but I'm gonna do everything that I can. If you're the lockdown, you need to be doing everything you can on defense to be an elite defender, and just, you know, focus on being good enough on offense. All right, but make sure no matter what build you're on, what position, you gotta play good defense. You at least gotta try. You at least have to put in good effort. And if I can do it on a build with literally no defense, if I can come out here in random rec and consistently be a good defender, I know you guys should be able to. All right, but we're gonna get into tip number, what is this, tip number 3 or 4, y'all. Honestly, who even cares about the numbers? I'm just trying to give y'all the most amount of gems and info that I can, man, because a lot of y'all randoms really need this type of stuff. So like this video, y'all. comment down below, man. Share this video if this is helping y'all. If you guys think that a lot more randoms need to understand stuff like this, man, comment down below and share this video. All right, but up next, man, we're gonna be talking about never giving up on the play. So you never want to give up on the play on defense or on offense. All right, you guys seen I already have a couple putbacks this game, one that I missed, two that I think went in already, y'all. You never ever want to give up on the play until the play is actually over, until the ball goes in the basket, or until the shot clock goes off, until the buzzer goes off, man. You never want to give up on the play. You never want to give up on your team. You never want to give up on the game, man. A lot of randoms, they come out here. I've seen people, they will miss their very first shot and they will close out. They will quit out. I've seen people on the very first play of the game, they'll make a bad pass or a turnover and they'll quit out in the very first play or the first quarter, y'all. Don't be that type of guy, man. If you really want to be a good random, stay solid now. Are there certain times where there's nothing you can do and you just close out, y'all? Yes, I understand, man. If you load up with some bites and you're down 50-0 in the first quarter, obviously I would probably quit out too. All right, but games like this, you know, we're down 4. Is that the craziest thing, you know, to be down 4 in the second quarter? No, that's normal. A lot of people, man, they come out here and, like I said in the beginning, they don't give any grace towards any of these randoms, and then they come out here and they don't even play good themselves. A lot of people in Random Rec, they hop on the mic talking crazy, man. But here's the thing, man. If you're going to be out here criticizing your teammates for every little mistake that they make, then you better be playing perfect, okay? Because a lot of the randoms out here, they like to dish it and they can't really take it. They'll be crying, oh, that's a bad shot, bro. You got to hit me wide open, blah, blah, blah. That's a bad shot. And so then you might pass it to them, and then they force up a bad shot when you're wide open, and then you say something, they're like, oh, no, bro, people don't hit me, bro. I'm taking my shot, bro, whatever. You know, that's how these randoms get. A lot of them are crash out, sellouts, man. So you really have to focus on what you can control. And one thing that you can control is giving effort every single play, man. Never giving up on the play. You got to have a relentless mindset. I'll give a perfect example. You guys see I just missed my last like 2 shots on this build. They were good shots in my opinion, open shots. I missed my last couple shots though, and we're down 13. But for me, my mentality, man, just because I'm missing, I'm still going to keep shooting. All right, I may miss an open, but I'm going to hit that 23% contest the very next play. You have to have a next play mentality, a never give up mentality, no matter what the scoreboard is or, you know, how it may look in the first quarter or second quarter, man. In the game, man, in 2K26, you can come back from crazy stuff, all right? You can definitely come back even in the solo rec, so you never want to give up. You always want to try your best. Always just control what you can control, man. Your effort, your mindset, your attitude. I know sometimes it may be hard in the random rec with crazy crash out sellouts, man, but try to stay composed. Try to stay calm, man. A big thing when it comes to basketball, LeBron talks a lot about this, but a lot of high-level NBA players will talk about this, man. You never want to get too high, and you never want to get too low. Okay, so yeah, we might be up 20 points. We don't want to get too high, like, oh yeah, we're going to win the game. You know, this team sucks, blah, blah, blah. Because a 20-point lead can go away just like that. All right, and the same thing is true. You may be down 20 points, but you don't want to check out the game. Oh, we down 20, man. We not going to win, bro. Screw this, blah, blah, blah. You always want to fight, man, because you never know. You can erase a 20-point lead just like that. So you never get too high, never get too low, and do that for your teammates as well. I know sometimes these randoms are crazy. I've definitely had to mute some people, block some people, report some people in here, y'all. But if you got to, you know, mute people or block them, you know, do that, all right? You got to put them on mute. Just do that and focus on your game, what you can control. I promise you, if you guys just space the floor, if you play the right way, you guys see, even though I have 17 points, I have 0 assists. I'm not playing like a ball hog, all right? I'm taking open shots that the defense gives to me. I'm not really being like a black hole, all right? I'm spacing the floor. I'm letting my teammates create, and I'm finishing the play off of what they create, all right? So that's just how I like to play in random reg. And you guys see a lot of these randoms, they really can't create anyway. So that's why I love this build, just being able to be an elite play finisher and create offense for the team is just one of my strengths. But play to your strength, play to your strength, man, and play to your role in the random rec. Another big thing that we're going to talk about as we enter into halftime, we're down by, I believe, 14 going into halftime. So this right here was a crazy gameplay. Like I said, y'all, like this video because this was a great game. This really shows you the never give up mentality. You guys see the guys on my team, he's 1 for 6. The point guard, he's 1 for 2. The center not really doing nothing either on my team. We have an AI as well playing 4v5. At halftime, down 14, in my mindset, in my mind, I'm like, okay, I have to turn up now. Because I'm looking at my team, I'm looking at the other team. I'm like, if we're going to win this game, I can't have 17. All right, I can't finish this game with 30. I got to have 50. I got to have 60. That's the mindset that I'm in because that's just my strength as a player. Okay, so coming out of halftime, I'm going to be looking way more aggressive. I'm going to be trying to get just the best that I can, opportunities for the team, trying to do what I can as a random to just win the game, y'all, because that's what really matters most. I know I just said like I'm coming out aggressive looking for my shots, y'all, but that's because I have to. You guys see what these randoms are doing. But at the end of the day, I just want to win the game. I just want to win the game. We're down by 18. I'm still spacing the floor. I'm standing still in the corner. If they hit me, I'm ready. You see what I'm saying? If they hit me, I'm ready. But I'm standing still in the corner. I'm waiting for my chance. And when I get that chance, man, I'm not going to miss. Just like Eminem said, all right? You get that one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. When it comes to these randoms, man, you might get one shot. And if you miss that shot, they want to ice you out the game. Randoms are very, very emotional, very toxic. So you have to capitalize every opportunity that you can get. That's why you need that aggressive mentality, a relentless, never give up mentality. Because these randoms, man, they will make you want to give up. They will make you want to throw in the towel. But if you don't throw in the towel, man, great things can happen. Great things can happen. So we were just down by like 20. Like I said, I'm fighting this game. I'm fighting. I'm trying to do the best that I can. It looks like my teammates are quitting. I think the center, he maybe quits out after this or something. I really don't know. These kids were all bots. I mean, now that I'm really watching this gameplay again, I know when I saw the little intro, I was like, they look decent, but watching this gameplay, I don't know. But now I have Sharp takeover. You guys see, I can play off ball, but when the time calls for it, I can still create my own shot on ball. I can see what the team needs, all right? We're giving up shots, so stuff like this, man, we got to go shot for shot, and that's the strength of this build. Yes, I'm not the best defender. I play good enough defense. I'm not a liability. But yes, sometimes I'll give up points. We will give up points. But here's the strategy in the random rec, man. If you give up points, you got to score them right back. You got to go shot for shot with these randoms, man. And a lot of the time, they will blink first, all right? They will start missing first before you start missing first. That's if you're a good player, all right? Not everybody can go shot for shot, on 2K. But you guys see, we're starting to play better defense. I'm literally trying to do everything possible that I can to win this game, and that's all that I care about, man. I know I average 40, y'all. I don't care. I'd rather have 0 points and win. I would rather have 0 points and a win than to have like a 40-point triple-double, y'all. I don't care about the stats, man. I don't care about scoring, y'all. It comes natural to me. I just want to win the game. That's the mentality you need to have in the random rec. When you come out here with the randoms, y'all, unless you're on a build like mine and like that's your role, you know how to be like a play finisher, like a scoring type player, and you know how to succeed in that role, y'all. Don't come out here thinking that you're Kobe or Steph or whoever, y'all. Like, play your role. If you're the center, don't come out here thinking that you're Nikola Jokic. You want to come out here, dribble up the court and run the offense, all right? When you're, the power forward, don't come out here thinking that you're going to be getting 30 shots a game, like play your role, play within your game, but understand, man, it's not about you. And I know I'm saying this as I get 40, but you guys see the gameplay. It's not like forcing my shots. It's because I played the right way, because I spaced the floor, because I get assists every time my teammates pass to me, because I'm getting open, I'm staying open, I'm staying ready, I'm not crying, I'm not selling, I'm not flopping. because of all those little things, they add up, and my teammates start to trust me. And so when my teammates start to trust me, then I can start dribbling. Okay, let me hit bop, 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 then shoot. Let me get into my dribble move combos. Let me come down here and grab the ball, because these teammates, they don't want it. All right, my team, they don't want it. They don't know how to score. They don't know what they're doing when it comes to the offensive side of the basketball. All right, so you guys see, they're trusting me with the rock, and when you trust me, I'm going to deliver. But you have to earn that trust in Random Rec by playing the right way. A lot of you guys will start flopping and crying and whining in the mic, coming in game chat saying crazy stuff, you know, all this type of crazy toxic stuff, man. But if you just play the right way, if you space the floor, if you play defense, if you don't give up, you know, if you go for putbacks, box out, little stuff, all the little stuff will add up to where the randoms will naturally hit you. Now, yes, there are going to be people who ice you out and they get jealous and all that type of stuff, y'all. Like I said, randoms are very emotional, very toxic, all right? But if you play the right way, the majority of times that rubs off on your teammates. That rubs off on the team, and they start wanting to play the right way as well. So I say this a lot sometimes in the comments, because when I post this build, a lot of people say, oh, the defense sucks, or oh, the passing sucks. I would hate to have you as my teammate in Random Rec. But a lot of these randoms, they love me as their teammate in Random Rec, because I may get 40 points and 0 assists, but I make it hard for you not to hit me, in the sense that I'm always open. I'm always in the right spot at the right time. Like, if you hit me, I'm going to get an assist. I'm playing off you. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm making it hard for you not to hit me. Does that make sense? With the way that I play, the way that I space the floor and get open and know how to score, you're making the wrong play if you don't hit me, pretty much. So that's the way that I look at it. That's the way that I like to play in Random Rec. You know, I love this build. It just fits me so perfectly, y'all. But even then, man, you guys see, I still will pass the rock, all right? I'm not just going to force up a whole bunch of goofy stuff. If I get stuck, I'll pass the rock. I'll respace the floor. I give my teammates the chance to cook and do what they need to do. I don't want to just dominate the ball, you know, be a ball hog. Sometimes, though, I have to. You guys see I'm spacing the floor, because I did all that time spacing the floor and I waited patiently in the corner. That's why I got rewarded with that three-point shot, man. So many people, they just don't get it. They don't understand how to play off ball, how to stay ready so you don't have to get ready, man. I'm seeing people that are still not L2 no dipping. Look at this, man. I'm L2 no dipping in the corner. He finally hit me. All right, that pass took forever to get to me. And so when it took so long, that's why I took that one dribble pull up, and I ended up getting rewarded with some free throws, man. Stay ready. If he would have hit me sooner, I would have just L2 no dipped that. But I'm understanding that these randoms, they're not always going to make the best play. All right, like I said, I play the way I play. I'm so wide open in that corner. He made the wrong play by not hitting me. Okay, but once he finally does hit me, I'm going to make the right play by attacking the closeout, getting a still great shot, great look. And just like that, y'all, we were just down 20 in the third quarter, and now we're up 1. And keep in mind, we're playing 4v5. We have an AI on the team. We have a quote-unquote defensive liability on the team, as a lot of y'all would comment about my build, man. Oh, I'll cook that build. I'll drop 50 on that build, blah, blah, blah. You guys see the proof, man. I post so many videos on this build. I post so many streams on this build showing the literal video proof of me playing good defense, of me making the right play on this build. Excuse me, and people just still don't believe, man. It just shows me that they don't watch the full videos, man. So if you guys have been watching this full video, man, I appreciate all of y'all. Now that right there, that was a bad shot. Red contest, and it was a bad timing. I will say that was the first really bad forced shot that I took all game. I didn't think it was going to be that contested, you know, but it is what it is. Like I said, just because I may miss a shot, I'm still going to have a relentless mentality. All right, I may miss the shot, but I'm still going to space the floor. I'm still going to be ready for the next one. That's just the mentality I have, man. And because of the way that I've been playing, the randoms give me enough grace to still hit me again. Does that make sense, y'all? Because I'm not flopping and crying and whining every time they make a mistake. When I make a mistake, the randoms don't care either. They'll hit me right back when I'm open. You see what I'm saying, y'all? Just play the right way. Play as a team. A lot of these randoms, they don't want to play as a team. And every team has different players that play different roles, y'all. So for me personally in the random rec, I love being like a KD, score first wing type of player. That's just the role that I like to play. But if you're the center, the point guard, shooting guard, whatever role you want to play, man, star in your role. Star in your role, y'all. It's not that hard to play 2K. It really isn't. But watch this, y'all. Pay attention to these last couple possessions, man, because this is really where legends are made. This is where you become from a good to a great random. All right, you guys see that Hall of Fame paint prodigy? That's what I love about this build, man. I'm such a good shooter, but I'm also that elite finisher, elite cutter, man. I can make any type of offense. I can get us a bucket anytime we need to. All right, but watch this, y'all. We're up 2 points in the fourth quarter. They end up missing the shot, and we're out on the break, man. At this point in the game, every possession matters. That was a good shot, wide open shot. I'm not mad at him for shooting that. We're going to get right back on the break, man, and we're going to start playing defense. Right there, I fouled. I saw we had a foul to give. These randoms, it's already a bunch of chaos, so I fouled. That's IQ. That's a defensive IQ play right there that a lot of y'all wouldn't make even if you had a 99 perimeter, stuff like that, man. That's what I tell y'all. Defense is about IQ. It's about IQ and effort. You guys saw I just made back-to-back defensive plays. Still with the game on the line, y'all, to come down the court and then get the dunk. And then watch this. 25 steal. I'm in that lane, y'all. I'm in the lane with 25 steal. Game on the line. Give me that, y'all. You can't make this up, man. You got to want it. You want to go from a good random to a great random. Game on the line. Make the right play. Game on the line. Do what it takes for your team to win, man. It doesn't matter what build you're on, what attributes you got, man. You just have to drop your nuts. You got to play 2K. You got to play basketball, man. You just got to be better. Look at this, man. I'm getting the contest. I know that was open. It wasn't necessarily like contested, but you guys saw it did pop up. Good shot contest. And just like that, y'all, in the fourth quarter, game on the line, that was like back-to-back defensive plays, all by me on a build with no defense, man. And I shot 20 for 24, carried the offense, and I'm still making game-winning plays with game on the line, y'all. I'm telling you, never give up, y'all. It doesn't matter if you're down 20. Doesn't matter if you got some bots on your team, man. Never give up, y'all. Play the right way, and I promise you, it all works out in the end, man. Follow God, follow Jesus Christ, y'all, and it all works out in the end. But you guys see, man, I did not want to lose that game. I was in my double rep. That was my last little double rep game, and I knew it was going to be my rep up game for Vet 1. I did not want to rep up our Vet 1 off a loss, man. So like this video, y'all. Comment down below. Share this video, man. I tried to give all the best tips and gems and info that I could to really help you guys be the best randoms and understand how to win more games, how to compete and do better in the random rec, man. So like this video. If you guys want a part 2, how to be a better random, man, let me know in the comments down below. If you guys want to see me play random rec on a different build, let me know. But like I said, I just love this build for random rec. It's just so perfect for me and my play style. A light little double nickel, you know what I'm saying? 55 points, 2 rebounds, 2 steals. I know I didn't have no assists, y'all, but I feel like I'm not a ball hog even though I don't have no assists. Just the way that I play, it's just winning basketball, man. So like the video, y'all. Comment down below. Follow Jesus Christ and have a blessed rest of your day. Peace.